Dime lo que, Captain Zevin here, back with some more One Piece content, and today we are going to be talking about the All-Stars of the Beast Pirates. But before we get into that, like, comment, and subscribe. That helps out my channel in a very big way. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Rocking the Hunter x Hunter shirt right now. Change it up a little bit, Got Gon and Killua and Kurapika and Lieri over there too. Gotta represent the rest of the manga anime community. But we are a One Piece channel, and that's what we will be talking about. So, the All Stars, or the commanders of Kaido's crew. So these are the top three people in Kaido's crew, or Yonko's crew. So it was really interesting seeing, now we're at a point where we've seen commanders from two Yonko crew in pretty much in full action at this point. No saves for Smoothie and Snacks, but we won't talk about them. So, Jack, let's start there. Jack, right off the rip, he set the bar astronomically high because leaving Dressrosa, the highest known bounty at the time was either like 500 or 550 with Ace's bounty. So, up until this point, everyone was kind of speculating where the high tier bounties are. And I remember way back in the day, everyone was speculating that Dragon's bounty was like in the 7 or 800 million. And we're thinking, dang, can you imagine if his bounty was that high? Yeah, Oda just said, good one, guys. Good one. You're underestimating me. We got Jack, and he is revealed to have a 1 billion berry bounty. And he's just a commander of a Yonko. I still remember when this happened. The community was going crazy over this. No one even considered that a possibility. Well, maybe some people did, but I'm pretty sure most people were thinking if there was anyone with billion berry bounties, it would be the Yonko. The fact that a Yonko commander was just off representation 1 billion. That was insane. And then he really showed it too, because Jack's a freaking tank. When we see him in Zou and see the flashback, he was non-stop. Like Neku and Inu, they were on par with Jack, but they were taking turns, like Inu by night, and Dog by day. Oh wow, same thing. Inu by day, Neku by night. Let's get it straight. And it was impressive. It was so impressive that Jack, they were taking turns and Jack just kept going and going and going, no rest. And that is an amazing feat. No, sad part is that in the manga, just about all of Jack's fights are off screen. That's pretty upsetting because the community loves Jack. I love Jack. He's always there, he's ready to go. I am happy that at least in the anime, it's been doing him more justice with his fights. I'm really hoping that when we get to the fighting on Onigashima, that we get a lot more context with his character, because he's just, some people can argue, there's the running joke where it's is Jack the drag down and he just keep taking L's, but it's he's putting in the work. I mean, think about when he went after freaking Joker. It was oh, but Sengoku and Suda are there. He was okay, and we're gonna get Joker. Do you realize what kind of expectations this man set for the commanders? We already had some contests with the Whitebeard commanders, but oh my gosh, that was just impressive. Now, let's go to Queen. Queen has so much personality. He is so funny. He is he is by and far my favorite Beast Pirate crew member. Like the whole dancing he does, and it's like, hey, if I get skinny, I'll be too good looking. I mean, he is gonna be too much. Like he already got so much personality. Like it's a good thing, you know. But and in the manga, he's showing that's all muscle too. But oh my gosh. And what I love too is just the gags that goes on with him. Like he has this real serious voice, and then something stupid happens, and he's just like Nani, and just his eyes are popping out, breaking the glasses. It is a freaking riot. He is it. He brings what you could say like the old One Piece piratey vibes, like of stupid shit just happening all the time, like pre time skip, and it's like you get so much of that with Queen, and it's definitely well received, and it's just crazy because on the other side of the spectrum, you know, he's so ruthless too. Like what he does to all the prisoners in Udon, and what he does to the people in Onigashima on the live floor, and it's just like y'all expendable. Like we'll just get more of you guys. Like you ain't none. Like be thankful you're useful. And it's like, damn, dude, they're over here partying it up, and now it's just a big slap to the face. But that all of that stuff is just what adds to his character. And then oh my gosh, and then spoiler alert for anyone who's not caught up in the manga. Um, but the most recent chapter with him versus Sanji, and this man, he's a Brachiosaurus. And he's like, let me show you what a Brachiosaurus can really do. This man becomes a snake. And is like, haha, I caught you off guard. You would have gotten anyone off guard. That's not what a dinosaur does. Well, I guess it is in Oda's world, right? Freaking crazy. And then we got King. King is he's dark and mysterious. For those that are caught up in the manga, you get what I mean. But he seems to be very lore heavy. So we've been getting a lot of context between him, Zoro, as him lineage, Zoro lineage, kind of Sanji. So a lot of things are coming up right now, especially like with the lore. And with him, Marco is saying things, was talking about when he was with Whitebeard, saying, oh, you know, the guys that were on top of the red line is, was King one of those? And, you know, it's just funny because King doesn't get, he's not very a vocal person. Like the most we get is like dot dot dot, or like, oh, he's surprised. Not really much anything else. But in the anime, it's pretty funny because when Queen's doing his dance for the live floor, getting the party started, and he's just like, this freaking idiot. But it's what is interesting though is that it seems like he and Queen seem to have the same kind of like banter back and forth that Zoro and Sanji does. So I think that's pretty interesting. I think that's really nice, and it's ironic that the first Yonko crew that we're fighting, you know, for Zoro and Sanji at least, the people they're fighting is a very similar situation as to them. You know, there's in the community there's always the, well, who's stronger, you know, and with King and Queen, obviously we say, well, King is stronger, obviously. As the higher bounty, he's the king, you know, Jack, Queen, and King. But then you see it's like, well, okay, so Sanji's fighting Queen and Zoro's fighting King. It's funny. And when King's doing his attack and then Queen's like, hey, you freaking slashed my ass. He's like, I wish it was your freaking throat. And it's like, guys, are you taking this serious or not? But that's the great part about One Piece. Like, it's not always serious. And the fact that we're getting these kind of characters and sometimes King's not taking things seriously and just making those jokes, it makes it all the better. He has such a cool design too, and he gets the job done. Like, Kaido said, "So we need to stop Big Mom from coming in," and King was just, "Okay, I'm gonna get to work then." Leaves, goes off, and he takes care of business. And we're just looking at him thinking, he really just made light work of this. Granted, all he had to do was stop the ship from coming on to over the waterfall. It's so unfortunate for the Big Mom Pirates. Like, they just cannot get over that waterfall. But Barrel Sparrow did. He alone made it. King is a low-key funny character. Similar to Zoro. He's also like a low-key funny character. And then you got the antics with Queen and Sanji and Jack. He had a good run. He was just tanking so much. And now he's down. And there's just Queen and King left. So the Beast Pirates have not disappointed, in my opinion. The All-Stars, they really have done good. They've been doing a good job. They really show what it is to fight a Yonko crew. And I'm enjoying it. I'm really, really enjoying all of it. So, made it this far. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, leave me a comment, keep subscribing, tell your friends about me, share the video, and without further ado, Captain Zevin is out.